without Instagram and watching live events, I wonder if that stuff kind of humanizes professional surf. I don't have no idea what like kids think of me, you know? I feel like just a person, but when I was a kid and looked up to Rob Machado and Kelly Slater and those guys, they didn't even seem like people. They were just like, I don't know, like gods that you saw in surf magazines and that you aspired to be like. I don't know, I feel like seeing what someone's up to every day on Instagram kind of humanizes them. Like having everyone like expect you to have that competitive drive just because you're a good surfer, that's what you have to have or something. The lack of that has maybe been what's so like confusing throughout my whole career, is like everybody says that you have to have that, but I don't feel that. You know, it was always, I've been like just really hard on myself and just like want to like, I don't even know what, when I was a kid, what drove me to like every morning before school, like up in the dark, putting a wet wetsuit on and surf before school. I had to surf before school, had to surf after school, and I would just like be like, I have to make like a chop hop. I was like so into chop hops, and I was like, I'd see like Jeff Brack doing chop hops and Ben Stone doing chop hops, and I was like, I have to figure out how to do a chop hop. I don't know, man. I always just kind of been in the kind of frame of mind that like a world title's just a trophy, and like, I don't know, when it's all said and done, like what's more important, like that you were just like a cutthroat, ruthless competitor that everyone hated, or that you were like nice and had fun, you know? And to me, that's more important. To other people, the trophy is more important, and I know to some people it's not just a trophy, so that's, and even that is probably a slap in the face to people who have dedicated their lives to it. But for me personally, it doesn't have as much merit as just being a good person and like having fun, which a lot of the time for me is work though, because when I'm enjoying it, I surf my best. When I have a lot of pressure on myself to do well, which I do a lot when I'm filming, I surf shitty. And then when I'm put that aside and I don't know, it's weird. Sometimes I feel like the ocean can tell what your motives are, you know? Like if you have like, if your motives are world titles and money and, you know, personal success and stuff, I feel like things don't happen, at least for me. And when I'm just doing it purely for the enjoyment and like joy or whatever, it, like shit comes together and flows well. I don't know if it changed my perspective at all, you know? I know people like talk about stuff like that, but just changes, just your day-to-day, every moment of your life changes so quickly and in a way that you never could like perceive it happening before. And people always say that and you still don't, you're like, yeah, whatever. But every like waking hour and sleeping hour, you're just basically trying to keep a kid alive, and it's crazy having to consider him first in every single decision of the day. But it's been epic. Like, I'm like so proud when he just even smiles or laughs or whatever. I can't imagine what it's like when they're doing like, I don't know, doing well. Or I can't imagine how proud he'd be when he's like 18 and a well-adjusted, nice kid or something, you know? So that's all you can, that's what I hope for, is just to like guide him well, you know? I get stoked when I like make other people stoked. And I'm not saying that in like some big charitable sort of a way, but just like small gestures, like just like smiling and saying hi. And I'm blessed with, in the way that through surfing and me being good at surfing and being able to make a career out of surfing, which in itself is like a blessing, but the fact that I can like sign a kid's shirt at the beach and that stokes him out for like, you know, that's like the biggest blessing of it for me. Like just stoking people out is what makes me the most happy, like not being selfish.